Hey everybody, welcome back to Tentacle Tech Normal Guy Fitness. It is the last day of the week. Happy, well for me Friday, for you Saturday. Happy Friday, Saturday everybody. Don't have any particular housekeeping today other than to say that I think that on this fateful Friday, Saturday, the last day of our week, we have a pretty easy day, which I'm excited about. So it should be just like a nice sort of relaxed, cool down workout. So let's get started. All right, warm up time. Here we go. Also, it is raining outside, so we probably will not have blue yoga light because the external light is not great enough to compensate for the dimness of the blue light. So we'll probably just have this lighting, but we'll still have pretty meditation music. Remember to squeeze your butt as you lift. Oh, I need to start my exercise on my. Hey, my gym buddy also just finished a workout. Hold on, I need to start my exercise. Okay, there we go. Into jogging. We're gonna start getting that blood pumping. Start kicking your butt. High knees up to your hip points. I don't think I have my water. That's not good. That's not good. I'm gonna be suffering for that. Jumping jacks. If y'all don't have your water, you can just pause and grab some water, because you should stay hydrated. I could technically stop recording and then grab my water and then start recording again, but then I would have to edit the video together. And ew, I don't want to do that. Sounds like far too much work. So instead, I'll just suffer without water. Back to jogging. Oh, also, one bit of housekeeping that I did have. A member of our community wrote me on Discord today and said that he was thinking about starting this exercise program of Normal Guy Fitness because burpees, because he's just, having trouble getting to the gym, but he doesn't have dumbbells. And I told him that a good alternative to dumbbells is just to grab some water bottles, if you have those around, with water in them, and use those. It doesn't have to be anything particularly heavy. It just needs to add a little bit of resistance. So if you are starting, welcome. Glad to have you, and I hope you enjoy. Let me know any, this is still very much just getting started as a project, so we're still in the seminal stages, which means that anything that y'all contribute, anything that y'all would like to see, anything that y'all suggest, it's all very possible. Shoulder stretches, it's all very like flexible and open, and y'all can really have a pretty profound impact because it is such a baby. Such a baby. Y'all can really make a difference in how this thing develops. So let me know in the comments below. I was happy to see that quite a few people were excited to see the video that went up yesterday's video. Stretch toward that wall, stretch toward it. Hinge from your hips, keep your back straight. Come down to the floor, keeping your back straight. Wrap around your ankles, keeping your back straight. Twist to one side. Look up towards your hand. Switch sides. Oh, feel that back crack. And then back to center. Stretch it out a little bit and up. Now, both legs straight, back straight, bend to your right leg. Come into a deep lunge. Down onto one knee, back knee. Point those back foot toes. Lift up your back leg, grab a hold of it. Don't fall. Lunges and sides. This foot comes up onto your heel. Switch. Up onto your heel on the other side. Switch to your left leg. Both legs straight, back straight. Reach your head toward your shin. Come down into your deep lunge. Left leg now. Come down onto your back knee, point your back foot toes. Lift that back leg. Woo! Lift that back leg, don't fall over. Like me. Let it down, and come on up. You're warmed up. This is where I tell you to hydrate, even though I cannot. I don't know what I did. I must have brought my water bottle down for lunch, and then I made pasta and broccoli, which I make a rather delicious broccoli, I must say. It's a garlic butter broccoli, but I'm vegan, so I can't believe it's not butter. Which I actually made a video about how I make, so check it out. But anyway, I made that today, and so it took like my entire lunch. I made it for lunch, all at lunch. And so it's quick, it's easy. It took like 20 minutes maybe, 20 minutes to make everything, so like really quick and easy. And so in all of the rush, I got sort of lost in my, I just left my water bottle downstairs, or at least I must have. Okay, so now we are moving on to our workout. We are starting out, get your dumbbells or your water bottles, Larry. And we are starting out with dumbbell bent over row. I just use little 5-pounders. Any weight is fine. Like I said, you just need a little resistance. And then, as you get more accustomed to a routine, then you can start increasing the weight. I need to start increasing the weight, but during quarantine, you can't order dumbbells very effectively because they're so heavy, and I don't want to go into a store. So, what you gonna do? All right, let's get started. So for those of you just joining us, dumbbell bent over row is where you bend your knees slightly, you hinge forward from your hips, don't bend your back. You come so that your body is parallel with the floor, and then you lift your arms up. And you're focusing on your scapula. You're like pulling your shoulder blades together essentially as you lift up. And you want to exhale as you lift. All right, moving to the next. That is nice and loud, isn't it? Air squats, which you do not jump for, and I will never understand why there is not a jump on something called air squats. Why is there no air on something called air squats? Why is it called air squats? What air are we referring to here? So when you go down, you want your thighs to be parallel with the floor. That's how you know you're low enough. And then when you go up, you want to squeeze your butt at the top to work your booty a little bit more. Get that nice, beautiful, peachy booty. Which, if you haven't seen, I posted a picture on Twitter that I can't believe I posted. All right, side lunge. Here we go. I never feel like I'm doing this side lunge quite right. It never feels exactly right. And I was watching one of my old videos, and you can, like, my ankle crack is so loud that you hear it every time I come up. It's so intense, it's like its own music. Oh my goodness. Now you're gonna, if you didn't notice it before, you're gonna notice it every time now. My darn ankle crack. All right, we're going into sit-ups. I'm gonna do them laying this way because I love y'all and I want you all to have the best view, but I hate doing it this way because it doesn't look as good. Oh wait, sit-ups, not crunches. Okay, hold on, sit-ups are different. I don't think we've done sit-ups before, so sit-ups I suck at. You really do sit all the way up. You'll feel your legs, or at least I do, sort of like spread out as your pelvis sort of shifts. That's how I know that I'm all the way up. And you want to focus, obviously, on your core, not on your back. You don't want to engage your back. All right, rest, and then we're going back into dumbbell bent over row. Whew, sit-ups, gosh dang. Okay, I gotta mentally adjust. Sit-ups are a little bit harder. Okay, here we go. Hinge forward from your hips, bend your knees slightly. Make sure that your torso is parallel with the floor, approximately. And then focus on bringing your shoulder blades together as you lift up those dumbbells. Good. Next is air squats. It's just 2 complete sets today, so there's no like, you know, one odd exercise out. Like normally we'll have Supermans at the end where we just do 5 in a row. Nothing like that today. It's just 2 complete sets. So after this one, we do 1 more and we're done. We just do stretches. By the way, I haven't said it in a while. I feel like I should say it again. It's really important. When I was first conceptualizing this channel, I thought about just making a single like warm-up and stretching video so that, you know, y'all could always just refer back to those and we didn't have to do the repeated content. Side lunges, we didn't have to do the repeated content, but the problem is that it's really easy to skip. Like, it's really easy in terms of your motivation to be like, I don't need to do the warm-up and the stretches, but it's really important that you do because 2 reasons. 1, it will help with any soreness that you might experience. And 2, it actually like doubles the efficiency of your workout. You actually gain muscle faster if you stretch properly and everything. So it's really important that you do, and it's why I continue to include it in every single video. Sit-ups, here we go. Sit-ups. Whew, okay. So for sit-ups, all the way up, I like to come up to a straight back because my back bends a little bit in the middle. On the way up, my back bends a little bit. I like to come up to a straight back and then all the way back down. And my arms come out a little bit to the sides too, I notice. You'll feel it. You'll feel it sort of like your pelvis will widen out. It's a really interesting feeling, sit-ups. I don't get it with any other of the core exercises that I do. All right, back to dumbbell bent over row. We're going into round 3, everybody. Round 3 of set 1. Legs together. Hinge your torso forward till it's parallel to the floor. Bend your knees slightly. Focus on bringing your shoulder blades together as you lift those dumbbells or water bottles, whatever you happen to be lifting. It's still so cool to me that people are, coming to me like mentioning like, hey, I'm thinking of starting making your smoothie, or hey, I'm thinking of starting your fitness routine. Like, that's just so crazy to me. Like, it's the purpose, it's why I'm doing it, is so that other people will participate in it, but it just still, I'm still at the point where it blows me away that people are actually doing it, actually participating in it, It's crazy. I should do it facing the other way so that y'all can see my booty work. All right, side lunges. Fortunately, despite the fact that I forgot my water, it's a relatively relaxed day, like I said, so I shouldn't be dying too much by the end. Maybe a little bit, but not too much. Although the talking certainly doesn't help. Also, I have been watching more of the British baking show, and so I feel a little extra posh today. All right, back to sit-ups. Woo! Oh, did not get all the way up that time. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. I'm trying to figure out what the difference was between those two times. I think that I didn't flex my core that first time. But if I don't flex my core, it just doesn't work. Okay. All right. Going into round 4, starting with our bent over rows. Whew. Just imagine like you're rowing a boat, right? Really works your scapula. These are oars in your hands. They just don't go back quite as far. All right. Next up, air squats. Oh yeah, let me turn around for y'all. I'm gonna have to watch this back, just so I know what it looks like while I'm doing it. All right, next, side lunge. And then after this, we're going into our last set or our last round of set 1, or whichever way we want to phrase that. Our last round of the first set. Maybe that's what we should say. Last round of first set. Okay. Sit-ups. Oh. Here we go. All right, last round of the first set. Here we go. Hinge forward and go. I really love staring at my shoulders as I'm doing this exercise. I love seeing how they work. All right. Air squats. I'm really going to be aching for that water in the second set. One thing that is really important though, is to never side lunges, is to never work out hungry. It's really important that even if you're on keto or whatever and you're not having carbs, just be sure that like a couple hours before you work out that you eat a good meal, and a couple hours after you work out as well. Because working out without the proper like nutrition and energy and everything, you might end up fainting, all sorts of stuff. You might end up getting a cramp. It's just not good. Never work out without like on an empty stomach. Okay, here we go. Sit-ups. That's it, right? Yes. All right. Going into the second set. Here we go. Yeah, so this one is pretty easy. So we're gonna start out with. I sort of structured it this way because it was other exercises, and I sort of made it into this because it was arm bands. So I excluded those exercises and went with this. So we're starting out with the shoulder raise. So we're gonna have dumbbells. We're gonna go like this. And then we're doing, after that, we do the front raise. So we go like this with the dumbbells. So nice little coupling. And then we do Superman and plank. And we do that 5 times, all 4 of those exercises. And then we're done. So starting out with our shoulder raise. Stand up nice and straight, shoulders back. Think about bringing your arms parallel with your shoulders. I usually accidentally go a little bit higher just because this feels parallel to me, even though it's a little bit higher. All right, and then we switch to the dumbbells in front, the dumbbells aligned. I touch them together, sort of hold them together. And then on the exhale, raise. Again, parallel with your shoulders. I usually end up going a little bit above. All right, next up is Supermans. We all know Supermans. It's how we end like every workout. So for Supermans, You raise your legs and your upper body at the same time so that only your lower torso is on the floor, like this. Alright, then we go into plank. So plank is like the top of a push-up, except instead of your hands on the floor, you're on your elbows. And then I like to have a mirror or a camera or something so that I can see if my body is flat. Because you don't want to be up and you don't want to be down. You want to be flat. And it helps to bring your butt, like think about reaching your butt toward your heels. And then clench your fists and engage your core. Try to keep it off of your back as much as you can. Focus it all here. This is where you should feel it. All right, back to our dumbbell raises. Alright, bring the dumbbells together at, like at an even level, not one in front of the other or anything. Touching them together for your front raises. I wonder if, because sound travels faster than air. I think that's true. I think sound travels faster than air. I wonder if y'all hear my breath before my breath actually reaches the mic. Do you know what I mean? This is now a science experiment. Somebody do this science experiment. We have to do this for science. Okay, Superman's. You're a fire-breathing dragon doing fire push-ups. All right, and then into plank. Wait for it. Wait for it. Go! Don't have your head too low, and don't be looking up like this. A lot of people do this because it's like easier to strain. Don't do it. Just look straight down at the floor. And clench your fists. Engage your core. It goes by fast. This set goes by fast. The other one was it went by a little bit slow, but this one goes by a lot faster. Here we go. And by the way, if y'all like the music that's playing right now, it's by a group called Infraction that I found on YouTube that I also use for my streams on Twitch. I think I just found out yesterday that I can actually tag other YouTube creators, like in my description and stuff. So I think that I might tag them in the description and see you know, like if it's clickable, like that'd be a really cool way, because you know, like I really appreciate them offering copyright-free music to people. It really helps out creators like me. So I would love for some of y'all to check them out. And you know, like who knows, we might become friends. Supermans. One of the dumbbells separated. That scared me. Alright, and then planks. You can just come up onto all fours while we wait. Down into plank. Okay. What are we going into? Alright, we're going into round 4. So this one and then one more. And then we get to do stretching. We get to do our yoga. Okay, sorry. Okay, now to the front. I was thinking about how I've done some workout programs and like they build each week, and I was thinking about like, well, maybe I should be doing that in these so that it remains interesting for people. But then I was thinking about that, like the program that I did that built like that, it was an 8-week course, so you know, like it had an end point. Whereas I think that if we were to just continuously build, there would have to be a lot of stops, because fitness is, you know, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So like a lot of it is just doing the same thing over and over and over again, and then like eventually you see some really amazing results. But I think sort of like meditation, the monotony is necessary. Or rather, not the monotony, but the repetition is necessary in order to build muscles, you know, and get your body used to it. And then over time, you see really amazing results. Okay. We're going into plank. I almost got up. I just think that that's a really, like, why I changed the way that I phrased it is because the monotony is not necessary, and they talk about this in meditation too, where it's important that you approach each meditation session, and by extension, and what we're talking about, each fitness session, like it's your first one. You know, you approach it with curiosity, and you approach it with, you know, like looking to find new things in it each time. Because those are the qualities of a really healthy mind. And if you have a really healthy mind, I think that by extension, you'll end up having a really healthy body. All right, here we go. Back to shoulder raises. Does that make sense? A little bit of philosophy for you in the middle of our workout. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Because a lot of meditation is just doing the breathing exercise over and over again. Just focusing on your breath, and every time your mind wanders off onto other thoughts, you just bring it back. All right, now we're doing front raise. And it's just that, like over and over. I had a piece of floor on me. Just over and over and over and over again. And as you continue to do it over time, just like in fitness, instead of your body muscles building, your brain muscles build, and you find that you have a calmer mind because you've trained it essentially. It really is just like fitness. You just keep coming back to it and get really amazing results. All right, Superman time. I was going into plank. All right, Superman, here we go. All right, get ready for plank. Up. Okay. Is this our last session, or is the next one our last one? After this. Can't remember. I think it might be this one. Yep. Feels good, man. Yeah, today went by really fast. I don't know if it was, let's see, was it particularly fast? Yeah, it was like 2.5 minutes shorter than normal. Doop. Yeah, so all week we've had, so our exercises this week have been 32 minutes, 31 minutes, 30 minutes, and then today was 28 minutes. So today definitely went by a little bit faster. Let's get into our stretching. Let me get the meditation music up. Meditation, yoga, they're really the same thing. Yoga is just like physicalized meditation, really. Alright, so have the music, and then I was like, I need to bring up the stretches, but I have the stretches memorized, so there's nothing I need to bring up. Okay, so for the stretches, start out just a deep breath. Let any stress of the day, if you're doing this in the morning, any stresses that you may have about the day, just let it all go. Bring your mind to focus on your breath. And that's what you're going to want to do the entire exercise. Every time you find your mind off wandering about something else, like work or your relationships or whatever, just bring it back to the falling and rising feeling of your breath. Don't feel that falling and rising feeling, try putting your hands on your stomach and chest and feel where that falling and rising feeling is. Really get acquainted with that. It's really important. Okay, so we're going to start with our left leg. Raise it. Stretch your quadricep. Flex your butt. And breathe. Find your center, unlike me. flex your butt for a little bit of extra stretch. Let that leg go. Switch legs. Find your center. Deep breath. Let that leg down. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, hinge forward from your hips. Keep your back straight. All the way down if you can. If not, you can bring your hands to your knees or your shins. Inhale, round your back. Exhale, straighten your back. Come a little bit deeper into the stretch. Trying to bring your head between your legs. Come up. Bring your right leg forward into a deep lunge. Back leg strong and straight behind you. Breathe into this pose. Come down onto your back knee. Point those back foot toes. Bring your hands to your front knee and breathe there. Just taking a little bit of time each day just to focus on yourself, improving yourself, giving your body some time to breathe and re-energize makes such a huge difference. Raise your back foot up, grab onto it with that hand, find your center, and breathe here. Slowly bringing your left foot towards your butt and your right knee towards your right toes. Let that leg go. Straighten your front leg, coming up onto your front heel. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Bringing your hands down onto the floor if you can. If not, just stay outstretched, feeling that stretch. Inhale, round your back. Exhale, extend your back, and melt down over that front leg. Okay? Big, deep breath as you come all the way up to stand. Bring your left leg forward into a deep lunge. Breathing into this side. Mind has wandered, bring it back to your breath. Come down onto your back knee, straighten those back foot toes. Bring your hands onto your front knee. Breathing here. Raise up that back foot. Slowly find your center. Grab that back foot with that hand. Bring your right foot toward your butt and your left knee toward your left toes. Breathing deeply here. I find that whenever I catch my mind wandering, I tend to lose balance in this position, so it's a really good way to keep me focused on my breath. Alright, let that back foot down, straighten your front leg, come up onto that front heel. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinging forward as far as you can. If this is as far as you can go, just stay here. Just stay outstretched. Come all the way down if you can. Inhale, bend your back slightly. Exhale, extend your back and melt down over that front leg. Alright, come onto all fours. Your hands beneath your shoulders, knees beneath your hips. Bring your right leg forward. I'm going to set my timer before I get into this position like a smart person. Bring your right leg forward. Your knee and your hand acting like your knee and your foot acting like a line between your hands. Hug your back foot toward the midline of your body. Come down onto your elbows, and if you can, come down all the way outstretched onto your forehead, melting down over that top leg. Each inhale here is a slight lift away from the ground, and each exhale, you're melting down deeper into the pose. Slowly come up. Bring your right foot back. Bend your left leg in downward facing dog, feeling that stretch in your right leg. Bring your left leg forward, like a line between your hands. Hug that right foot toward the middle of your body. Point your toes. Come down onto your elbows. And if you can, stretch all the way out, down onto your forehead, melting over that leg, letting your pelvis release down toward the floor. Slowly come up. Back into downward facing dog. Your ears are lined up between your arms, and you shouldn't be able to see your heels. Bend your right leg. Feel that stretch in your left leg. And then just for a moment, both legs straight in down dog. Feeling the openness and evenness in your body from the stretching. Come to a cross-legged seat. Stretch out your right leg. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Bring your hands around the center of that outstretched foot. Inhale, round your back slightly. Exhale, straightening your back and bringing your forehead closer to your shin. I just see people trying to cheat and just stretching their neck. All right. Switch legs. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Both hands around that outstretched foot. Inhale, round your back slightly. Exhale, melt down toward that front leg. All right, bring the soles of your feet together for your butterfly pose. Hold on to either your toes or your ankles. And as you inhale, think about reaching your upper body up towards the sky. And as you exhale, think about lowering your lower body down toward the earth, particularly your knees. Alright. Now come to lay on your stomach. Your hands next to your chest. Inhale, float up away from the floor, keeping your legs firmly planted. Keep raising as far as you can or until your arms are straight. Tilt your head back. Breathe here. Feel your legs' connection with the earth, root them into the floor, your hands as well. As your upper body experiences that lift. Okay, come up onto all fours. Hands beneath your shoulders, knees beneath your hips. Spread your knees out. Bring your big toes to touch. And then sit back onto your heels. Stretch out your arms. Come down onto your forehead for child's pose. And just allow all of the exercise that you just did this whole week. We just finished a whole week of exercise. Just allow all that to sink into your body in this pose. Express some gratitude to your body for all of the wonderful, wonderful things that you just did for it. You just gave your body a really important gift. when you're ready, take your time. Come on up. Good job. You made it through another whole week. So, we're not quite to 21 days. 21 days is what they say it takes to build a habit. Personally, I think it's a little bit longer, but we're not quite there yet. But this is the finish of our third week. It's just that it's not a full week. The first week wasn't a full week, so it's not quite 21 days. But you've gone through 3 weeks, so congratulations for those of you who've been following along from the beginning. And for those of you just joining us, good luck. That's what this channel is really all about. It's like, it's normal guy fitness. I'm not a fitness expert. I'm not super strong. I'm not super built. I'm not super knowledgeable about different types of fitness. But what I have managed to develop, thanks in large part to my wife and my fitness buddy, I've managed to develop some consistency. And I think that if you can have consistency, it really goes a long way. So that's what this channel is really trying to help with, is helping other people to build consistency, sort of like sharing the motivation that I've cultivated with all of you. So if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. Definitely that last one. Definitely subscribe, so you can see all the other videos. And I hope you all enjoyed it. By the time that y'all see this, I will probably have finished Saturday's stream. So I will be streaming on Sunday morning, and then probably posting a video at some point. I'll probably be making stir fry, just as like a sneak peek. Don't tell anyone. And then so that video will probably come out Sunday, and then Monday there will be a new stretching video out, and it'll be all yoga-y. It'll be 100% stretching, all yoga-y. So it should be fun. All right, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you all tomorrow for stream. Should be really fun. Bye.